How's it going, boys? We're back. And before we get started, subscribe, like, share. Definitely subscribe. Definitely like. Definitely share. Like I tell you guys, I'm going to keep on telling you guys. I talk about a lot of cool shit. So, help me run my numbers up. And today, boys, I got one of them videos. I wanted to make one last year, but I just wasn't in the game long enough to kind of justify making that list. And honestly, I just wasn't experienced enough to make that list. Over the year, I feel like I built my credit up. I think I'm up there. I think I'm well knowledge enough to make this list this year. And then also, it's my own personal opinion. I think it's pretty fun making this list. So I was like, fuck it, let me go ahead and make it. So this is my own personal list. Your list may vary. That's not saying I'm wrong. That's not saying you're wrong. But if you do think I was wrong, comment down below and let me know where you were wrong. And now let's get to this part. So basically, overall, Pokemon did not miss. Pokemon did their thing this year. Basically, every single set was super hyped, super anticipated. With Celebration being like the most hype, you know what I'm saying? And you guys can't pretend. Even when Battle Styles came out, everybody was super hype over Battle Styles. It was the introduction or reintroduction of alternate arts. So people were going crazy. Let's not pretend like we didn't, or let's not pretend like we weren't. So overall, this year was, it was crazy. I could honestly say Pokemon did not miss. But of course, there's, the worst and the best. And that's what that's what my list is going to be for today. I still don't know what I'm going to title it. It might be like worst to best. It might be whatever it is. You guys clicked it, so you guys are interested. So whatever I picked, I'm pretty sure you guys liked it. Well, basically, there's going to be three main things that I kind of judge and grade, which one was better, which one was worst. And the three main ones are availability, which is kind of weird because if you guys remember, there was kind of like a scalp issue, shortage issue with Shining Fates, and polar opposite with Battle Styles. It was just everywhere. Number two, how fun it was. Just literally how fun it was. How much enjoyment I got out of opening it. How good, the pull rates were. Just how fun it was overall. Number three, how much the chase card is right now. Because we can sit here and pretend like it's not about the money sometimes, but the chase card is what matters. And if you can pull that, in Shining Face, that $150 Charizard, when it first came out, that $500 Charizard VMAX, yeah, that's what it's about, boys. And let's not pretend like it isn't. So I also took that into consideration when making this list. Once again, before I go anywhere, this is my own personal list. So if you guys disagree, I'm sorry. But comment down below and let me know where you guys disagree. But without further ado, boys, let's get right into it. So there was only 6 sets this year. I am not going to include Vivid Voltage or Darkness Ablaze, even though there was a reprint of them this year. I'm only including the sets that actually came out this year. So you're not going to see Vivid Voltage or Darkness Ablaze in this one. I'm sorry. But number 6, of course, I know I just gassed it up and hyped it up, but Battle Styles. But hear me out. I have reasons. As of right now, going off of like the 3 things, let's start off with the chase card. Tyranitar, Sleepy Tyranitar is sitting like around $70, $75 right now. That's still a super awesome price point. The second best card in the set, not best card, but probably the best card in the set next to the energy, movers like Houndoom, Octillery, and Bronzong and Cheerium. The second most chase card is Rapid Strike Urshifu, and that one right now is sitting at $65. Overall, the booster box right now is sitting at $80 everywhere. You can basically find it for $80 everywhere. And that's pretty good, to be honest. That's a really decent, value to it. Availability, it was available everywhere. It was just you could pick up Battle Styles any point of the months. especially recently. Recently, you can pick up Battle Styles a whole booster box for, like I said, $80, 75 at the lowest, 100 at the most in the past few months. So it's been pretty available. So, you know, but not, even though it's been pretty available, not necessarily many people want it. And then the last one, it wasn't that fun to open. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You pulled a lot of green codes. That set was not fun. Overall, I mean, of course, I must have opened up like 3 booster boxes. I don't think I've pulled organically, and by organically, I mean like by just straight ripping and ripping. I only pulled maybe 1 alternate art, and they are supposed to be hard to pull, but I had to buy the rest of them. Pull rates weren't good. I don't know like the actual like, you know, numbers to the pull rates, but they weren't good. And then even when you hit, most of the times it was, you know, a $20 card at most, or $30 card, which, like I said, let's not pretend it's not about the money sometimes. It really is. And a lot of times you were opening up the product and you weren't even breaking even opening up the product. So that's kind of why the biggest thing, like even though they have ability on the side and the prices are pretty decent on the chase cards, the funness and the pull rates just weren't there. That's what dropped it all the way down to number 6. All right, so number 5. With no surprise, Chillin' Rain. Me personally, I like the set a lot. It has a whole bunch of awesome cards, at least the ones that I like. I like both the horses. I think they're both cool as hell. The birds, they're fucking awesome. I'm not necessarily a Snorlax fan, but I respect the Snorlax collection. You know, like if somebody collects Snorlax, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dan. But going to my 3 little things, starting off with the same one, the price points and all that stuff. The chase card right now is that VMAX Blaziken. It's basically sitting at a cool $105, $108 on TCG Player, which is pretty good. It's pretty good that the set is basically, the booster box is right now sitting at $85, something like that, $82. And the chase card is still $100 in there, which is the Blaziken. So that's pretty cool. It's staying strong up there. Going back to the Snorlax conversation just now, it's sitting at 90, and that's just a regular gold card, like, you know, nothing special, not a V, not a V Max, just a regular gold card, full art, shiny, and it's sitting at 90. If you guys have kept up with like the gold card meta, it's the outlier. It's every other gold card settles around 20 at the most, 30 at the, you know, as a really good one like Quick Ball and those right there, but this one's sitting like. This one's comfortably way ahead of everybody else at $90. Going back to availability, it was pretty available. We did have, like, I would say probably like a 2-month delay at a lot of LGSs for that second wave Chillin' Rain, but that initial wave was, I think it was fat enough that literally everybody got a good taste of it. And pull rates, just like Battle Styles, they were rough. They were rough. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. They were rough. But it was more fun pulling those and then pulling all the other alternate arts than in Battle Styles. Because where Battle Styles, every other alternate art maybe settled around $30, $25, $20 here. And Chillin' Rain, all the alternate arts right now, other than those 2, there's a couple over $50. The Shadow Horse and the Ice Horse are over $50. Moltres is over $60. It's like at $80 right now. A lot of the alternate art cards in Chillin' Rain are sitting at $40, $50. So unlike Battle Styles, when you do pull those, the money is there. And overall, that's kind of what pushed it over Battle Styles in my list and put it at number 5. But let's get to number 4. And number 4 is Shining Fates. Yes, boys. Shining Fates came out in 2021. I know most of y'all don't remember, but it definitely came out in 2021. Shining Fates, I had a lot of fun opening it. Overall, it's exactly what I've wanted out of specialty sets. Special art cards in the shiny forms. Awesome pull rates. Pull rates were amazing. Availability, let's talk about it. So going back to the three, we're gonna start off just with the cost of the cards. Right now, Shiny Fates is oddly pretty much available in a lot of places. If you want to buy that Pikachu V box, it's like $19 retail, $22 after taxes, depending on the state. It's pretty available everywhere, to be honest. So availability, it's available, and that's the price point. There's no booster box of these special sets, so I can't give you a price to a booster box. But Shiny Fates, it's sitting comfortably. I would say around $5 a booster pack, $6 or $7 at the worst. Is what I will price it at. Do the math for a booster box if you guys are interested. The chase card in that is just Charizard. Plain and simple. It is just Charizard. Charizard is right now sitting at about 125. Is where you can find it right now. Kind of like the price point for that. But every other shiny, baby shiny, is around $5 to $15 depending which one you get. And to be completely honest, pull rates are so good, it kind of pays for it. Which is awesome, like in Pokemon. That literally you're gonna get a baby shiny in 1 out of 3 packs, and most of the times it's gonna be a $5 shiny. So you return on investment on the packs is kind of right there. Of course, if you miss, you're gonna get the same 70 cards from the set that is gonna suck. So that part does suck, but it doesn't drain it out because pull rates are so good that if you got enough packs, you're gonna be fine. Going back to my other three, that's just the price part, whatever. Let's continue with the fun. It's a fun set to open. It really is. Baby, if pulling a baby shiny, no matter what it is still hype. The double bangers in these are ridiculous because you'll get a baby shiny and a full art trainer right back to back. That's crazy. I never got it myself, but imagine pulling the Charizard and then not Shauna, but that one trainer. I forgot. It's not Shauna. I'm brain farting, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Imagine pulling a full art trainer and the Charizard in one pack. That'd be a crazy double banger pack. Ability is what dragged it all the way up to the 4th spot. It was hard to get. This was at the time that it was just being scalped and people were charging, and people were paying up to $15 a pack, $10 a pack. The ETBs, I think they even reached 150. That was crazy. So availability is what pushed it all the way back. And even now, so many people got burned off of Shiny Fates that a lot of people kind of just gave up buying it, which just kind of was pushed it back. So like I say, even though the market is really good for it, resale market for the baby shinies is really good, with the Charizard being at $120, and then also having a Charizard in the set made it so much better. Pull rates being awesome, and it just being fun to open. Availability is what pushed it back up to the 4th spot. All right, so with the 4th spot out of the way, let's go to 3. All right, so the 3 is a little controversial. I'll give you guys that, but it's Fusion Strike. So hear me out. Fusion Strike, it was just as anticipated as everything else. And everybody can keep on telling me about, SM Pratt, talking to you, about the Frankenstein set, all this other stuff. You guys can tell me all that. But the chase, they make up for it. The chase cards in Fusion Strikes, they're up there. Especially I think, off the top of my head, there's 4 VMAX alternate Rs that you can pull in that set. That's awesome. That gives you so much to chase. Yes, I'll give you that some of the alternators did level down pretty cheap. I'm talking about you, Genesect. But everything else is pretty awesome. Even the VMAXs in this one, the VMAXs are doing good. Going back to my video yesterday, Mew and Gengar, they're holding the ground. It does help that they're right now their playability is awesome. So that's what's holding them up. But overall, it's awesome. Going to my three little reasons why I placed it here. Pricing. So the top 3 cards is kind of like a toss-up. Basically, the Espeon alternate art VMAX, Gengar alternate art VMAX, and the Mew VMAX alternate art, they're kind of sitting at about 100, 108, and they kind of switch places. One day it'll be Gengar, the next day it'll be Mew, one day it'll be Espeon like it is today, and they just kind of dance around each other, but they mainly sit around the $100 mark. The booster box to Fusion Strike's sitting right now like at about 106 at the market. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can pick it up for $100 everywhere. And going to the second part, fun. It's just like every other alternate art set. It can definitely burn you, but when you pull something, it's awesome. Especially the return on investment on a lot of cards and the amount of chases that are over $30. A lot of them, I mean, even like the alternate view sitting at $60 right now, it makes it worth it. So I think fun, it is a fun set to open. A lot, I mean, the pull rates are still hard, but not as hard as Battle Styles, but not as fun as, you know, Shining Fates. So that's the reason I guess it fell in here. All right, going to availability, it's available everywhere. You can pretty much find a booster box everywhere. Right now, if you go to Kroger. Right now, if you go to Walmart, you go to Target, you're going to be able to find single sleeve blisters. They're available pretty much everywhere. And yeah, that's kind of what brought it up to like the number 3 spot. And then even let's say in a couple months, I think those top 3 might settle down like at $70 or $80, but I don't think they're gonna crash to under 50. I think they're gonna hold their ground. Like I said, maybe not 100 in a couple months, but they're gonna sit at like around 80. So I can see that. All right, boys. So now let's make it to the top 2. And guys, this one I might get a lot of hate for it, but hear me out. Number 2, Evolving Skies. And listen. I hear you guys. Everybody's talking about how like that's the best set of the year. Rayquaza, Umbreon, all the evolutions. I get it. Listen. So going off of like my 3, you know, big things that I look at that make me, you know, enjoy a set. Number 1, the price. The prices are holding up. The prices are doing really, really good. It's the second newest set. Third newest set, actually. Yes, third newest set. And the booster box is still at $115. Right now, you won't find Evolving Skies for anything under about 110. And that's like on some desperate, I need to unload, you know, sales. Right now, you can literally find it for 115 everywhere. You can flip it for 120, basically, if you're doing it on your own. Online rips are still doing 130 and people are buying them. And the singles, Umbreon is like at 180 right now. That's crazy. The alternate VMAX. Rayquaza, the one alternate VMAX, that boy right now is sitting at 160. And they do the same thing that the Gengar Espeon and Mew are doing. They dance around. Sometimes it's Rayquaza, sometimes it's Umbreon, but they stay over 150, under 200, which is awesome. All the other chase cards in there, from like VMAX, Sylveon, VMAX, Glaceon, and Leafeon, they dance around 70, 80, and 90. Regular alternate art V Umbreon and regular alternate art Rayquaza also sit around the 80 to 90 mark. So basically, prices for Evolving Skies are awesome. Going back to the fun, it's just as hard to pull rates as every other set. I'll compare it to about Fusion Strike level. If I were to like say best pull rates to worst, I'll probably say like as far as these alternate art sets, I'll probably say Battle Styles is the worst, Chilling Reign is the next one, and then it's Fusion Strike, and then Evolving Skies. They're probably around the same spot. But pull rates, you know, they're tough, but when you hit, you hit. Especially in Evolving Skies. Almost every single alternate art, except for maybe Golurk, is sitting over $50. Every single evolution, over $50. There's not a dud alternate art, except for Golurk. I hate Golurk. That it's gonna make you money. And not make you money, it's gonna make your money back. And you're gonna be happy pulling it. I think even like Dragonite right now is back up at like a $60, something like that. I'll double check. The PNG is probably up on the screen. But availability. So Evolving Skies kind of fell in like this weird spot where we got the first wave, but then Pokemon didn't keep up. and we didn't have the second wave for about 2 months. A lot of people forgot just because, like, it was so fun to open, and I think the first wave was fat enough, but I don't know. It's just, it was available, but not really. If that, how can I explain that? Because, like, I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know if I can put it in words. Basically, there was a whole bunch to begin with, but it was so hot. That shit sold out so quick, but I feel like there was enough out there. It's just, it sold out too quick, and they kind of, I don't know. But you guys know what I'm saying. It was available, but it wasn't. And the pull race is kind of why I held it back from that first spot. Because overall, everything else is amazing. It did its job. All right, so guys, this is a long ass video. If you made it to the end, definitely please subscribe. Definitely please like this video. This video took a little bit extra, effort to make, so I definitely appreciate it. But the number one spot, and obviously, if you guys know Pokemon, you guys know what's about to come. Celebrations. Celebrations is definitely this year's best number one set of the whole year. And listen, I understand it's a small set. It's 25 cards, 25 secret celebration, whatever, I forgot what they're called, hits. But it's the best set of the year. Going to like the main 3 things that I like to base this whole list off of. Let's start off with where the prices are. So Charizard's cooling at $70. Umbreon's sitting at $30, and Gold Mew sitting around $45, somewhere around there, $50. But and then right now it's kind of available everywhere. Like, you can pretty much find celebrations at retail at almost every single Target, almost every single Walmart. ETB's $50. Collection boxes for $20, for $30, whatever you want to get, it's pretty much available everywhere. I don't recommend buying single packs, but even if single packs, people are selling single packs everywhere too. So all this is available right now. This is what I'm trying to say. All right, going to the second part. Fun. It is stupid fun to open celebrations. Literally, you can go on sprees where every other pack has a classic collection hit. And yes, you might get the $1 one, the $5 ones, the $2 ones, but you're going to get a classic collection hit every other pack. Sometimes you're going to go on sprees where you will literally get, bam, Charizard, Umbreon, and then right after it hasn't happened to me, but I've seen it, where you will get every single card you were looking for within, like, hell, like 20 packs. All the prices overall for the classic collections are about $5 on average, $10 on really good, and of course Charizard and Umbreon and Mew being the outliers, they're sitting up pretty high. But it's still super fun. It's literally like such a fun set to open. If you want to have fun, if you want to buy a Pokemon, buy a set that you're gonna sit down, open with your kids, open with your homie, open with your wife, open with anybody, and you know you're gonna pull some hot shit out of it, it's Celebrations. So fun, it beats out everybody. Price, it doesn't beat everybody, but fun makes up for it. Availability, when it came out, it was available for everybody. Literally everybody. There's a whole bunch of shops that wanted, that taxed and did all that, pre-sold, all this other stuff, double MSRP. But I feel bad for the people that paid for that, by the way. I'm sorry if you did. But it's available everywhere. Literally, after it came out, you were able to get it everywhere. Even today, like I said, if you want to get it, it's available. And that's pretty much what makes it, for me, the best set. Those 3 things. Like I said, the price of the singles, maybe it's not exactly where you guys want it to be right now. But the other 2 make up for it so much that it put it over the top of Evolving Skies. All right. But, boys, without further ado, I still do want to open up a pack. This is a pack opening channel again, I guess. So, I do want to open up a pack. And it is Fusion Strike. Of course, I'm after the what's it called, alternate art. So wish me luck, boys. And like I told you guys in the beginning of the video, This is my own personal list. You don't have to agree to it. You don't have to, you know, think I'm right. You can also disagree. I'm okay with that. I'm okay to have that conversation with you. Just comment down below if you guys think otherwise. But this is my own personal list, and I think, I don't know, I think with the amount of thought that I put into it, I think I'm pretty close to, you know, what it actually would be. If you have your own top, you know, like best to worst sets of 2021, tag me down below. Let's get these videos rotating. And Grimmsnarl Hollow. Hey, at least it's a hollow. But boys, with all that being out, if you made it to the end of the video, please subscribe. Help me get to 300 within the next 2 months. I was thinking by the end of the year, but that's pretty tough. Well, help me get to 300, boys. We out.